Everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. So we are now in beautiful Hawaii, in Kauai, and I think this is a beautiful backdrop to talk about what I wanted to share with you today, which is about meditation and mindfulness. In the work I do as a holistic medical doctor, I incorporate mindfulness a lot in the healing plans I offer to my clients and patients. Mindfulness has been shown to be incredibly effective in healing issues ranging from chronic pain issues to anxiety and depression to blood pressure concerns. And I will leave in the description box down below a few medical articles that I reviewed in my Performing Healing website, so you can take a look at some of the benefits of mindfulness and meditation. I will also leave a link to a video that I did on how meditation was personally transformative in my life. This video is going to focus on how you can become more consistent with your meditation practice. You probably already know the benefits of meditation and you want to be able to do it more regularly, but how do you do that? So today I have 3 really effective tips for staying consistent with your meditation practice. These 3 tips that I'm offering today are just a few of the ways, are some of the most powerful ways that have kept me doing a consistent daily sitting meditation practice for over 5 years. So I hope that they're really useful to you. The first one that I would offer you is to schedule it in. And even more specifically, I would recommend doing it at the same time every day. And even more specifically, if you can do it, I would recommend doing it first thing in the morning. There is something really, I think, powerful about the early morning. It's a very calm time. Practically, it's also the time before the children get up, if you have children, before your partner gets up, if you have a partner, before quote unquote life begins and there's hustle and bustle and excuses creep in to not do the meditation, the sitting meditation. So I recommend getting it in first thing in the morning, and if you can't, just scheduling it in as you would anything else, as you would a meeting, an appointment, anything. I would recommend putting it into your calendar because I think it's just as important as anything else you would do. That's my first tip. The second tip is to keep it simple. What do I mean by that? I had a friend of mine who created this beautiful altar, a beautiful meditation space in her house, and she would go there in the morning to do her meditation. And then winter came in and it was so cold and it was hard for her to motivate to get out of bed to go to this beautiful space in her home. So she stopped doing it as regularly, and then less regularly became less regularly, and then the meditation practice stopped altogether. So keep it simple, meaning if you want a beautiful space in your home for meditating, wonderful. But also know that meditation can be done anywhere at any time, including in your own bed. And I will share with you that oftentimes I literally just sit up. Today we are camping in our lovely tent, and I literally sat up in the early cool morning, wrapped the sleeping bag around me, and just got into my daily morning practice. So try not to make it so complicated, because sometimes complicated means that you start doing it less and less. The third tip I want to give might seem a little less practical, but I think it's one of the most potent and effective strategies, and that is to remember that meditation has this really interesting paradox of giving you more time even though it seems to be taking up your time. So when you do even as short as a 10-minute, 20-minute, and even if you're doing an hour-long meditation, it can seem like it's taking out time from your day. You literally are taking out 10, 20, half an hour of your day or longer to do this. And you can say, and I hear this all the time, I just don't have the time to meditate today or most days. But what's fascinating about meditation, what I've experienced and many of those who do a consistent practice, is that there is a huge amount of mental clarity, of emotional and mental centeredness that happens when you practice meditation, and when you practice meditation especially regularly. And what I've found is that when I leave my meditation practice, I become so clear about what I need to prioritize in my day. My work goes much smoother. My interactions just seem much more in synchronicity. Things just seem to happen with much more flow. And if that seems strange and abstract or a little woo-woo, I just invite you to try it and experience the truth of that. And it's incredible. So paradoxically, though you are taking out time to meditate, a lot of times you feel actually freed up with time. I know that I do, and definitely freed up in terms of energy, and clarity, focus. So those are the 3 tips. Again, to review, they are: number 1, to schedule it in, preferably the same time every day, and preferably first thing in the morning. The second tip is to keep it simple. And the third tip is to remember the paradox of meditation giving you more time as well as much more energy and focus. I hope those tips are helpful to you. If you like this video, please share it with somebody who you think might benefit. Definitely give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe for more videos. Much love to you.